Actor and comedian and apparently non-pedophile Krista Ilia came out with an apology on Monday related to, I don't know who he's apologizing to. Fans? Family? The women that he had consensual sex with? It's very confusing what the reason for the apology was. We're talking about this today on the BenBen Clips. Let's run it. If you recall, Chris D'Elia had a sexual allegation from a few women that hasn't gone to court, allegations of impropriety, sexual assault, even like unwanted advances in that frame, and possibly underage women. However, he stands by his statement as of last 6-8 months ago. All his relationships are legal and consensual, and he's been silent the entire time until now, where he said pretty much insinuated that he's a sex addict, like David Duchovny or something like that, a great big schlong of his, and I don't know. It'd be interesting if all like male sex addicts just have giant dicks, and they're just like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, not use it? Fair. As long as you don't rape anyone, you probably should use it. What if you thought like, if every year I don't hit my quota, I lose an inch? Get to work. It's very confusing why he needs a public apology to apologize to his fiance for cheating, which he admitted to, and his fans for cheating on his fiance with women consensually. It's not really fun to be a celebrity anymore, is it? It's like, what's the point? It seems like there's a check going on in Hollywood where we just want to let you know, the powers that be, the gatekeepers, your talent doesn't make you famous. We decide whether you get to book gigs or not. And right now, we need to make sure that you're in line and you do as you're told. Like, there's a power grab at the higher levels saying, you, the artist, have to play ball or else. And then you go through this kind of like crisis of your career, and it kind of resets you into this cult that's not really talked about, but it's definitely political. Like, this is a man who's literally had done nothing wrong other than acted like a horny, selfish male to his close personal, circle, basically just his fiance and cheating. And he's supposed to apologize publicly for that? He's supposed to not book gigs for that? He's supposed to not go on his podcast for that? What? It's weird. Why is that a thing? Well, it starts with the allegations that have gone nowhere. They're not substantiated in court. They're not criminal proceedings pending. Nothing. I don't think there will be. But it started with that. Believe the woman. The woke cancel culture. Just rolling like a giant snowball down the hill. Not so much in terms of like real tangible evidence, but the impetus is always to believe the accuser to help perpetuate the agenda of the movement, not the actual persecution or prosecution, I should say, of people who are real assholes like Harvey Weinstein. Now, in this case and in others, there's just a group of men that are falling into this giant like shitstorm, like a ball rolling down the hill and just catching people, like a blob or something, and they're just like, they become victims. It was a woman named Asia Arcento lied about sexual assault. She also ended up having sex with some kid that she played the mother to like 10 years prior, but she gets away with it. Imagine if a man said, I did not do anything wrong. I did not have sex with, if Mr. Brady from the Brady Bunch said, I did not have sex with, what's her name? Anna, something, I don't know, some Brady girl blonde. And then he finds out that he actually did have sex with her later on. And then at one point in time, he sexually assaulted her because she's a minor and she could not consent, statutory. What? Are you kidding? The double standard is amazing. But it's really, the apology is really about this. This is what the apology is about. Money. I'm going to play ball and you tell me what you want me to say. Agent. Because you can't really tell, there's no real who's the president of the Woke Cancel Culture Foundation? Yes, I'd like to make a donation, a 6 month salary, and yes, I will make a statement. Okay, what do I say? Just send it to me via fax, it's fine. He just talks to his agent, all right, what do we do? I've talked to the gatekeepers, the warlocks. They said all you have to do is apologize, say that you have a problem. You're not. The criminal allegations aren't going anywhere, but you have to admit that you're a sex addict, and that you have to insinuate this toxic masculinity that is promiscuity. And in doing so, you will be rewarded by having the millions of dollars that you are receiving every year back into your cash flow. Your gigs will start to come back slowly, and everything will be back to normal. Just don't fall out of line. You're too valuable an asset, and that's the key. The assets are not really valuable without the gatekeepers. They set them up and knock them down. And that's what happened with Chris. Just like, it's so funny. Like, he could not articulate anything during that whole conversation in a concise, clear manner. He does it for a living. He speaks for a living every day almost. And yes, he's had some time off, but he was just like struggling. Like, and I guess I just want to apologize for having sex with women, because I just shouldn't do that. I'm sorry. What? Yes, your choice to cheat is a personal matter. You don't need to apologize to anyone. But the initial provocation was an allegation of sexual impropriety from a minor and from another woman. This is not true. So he's apologizing based on the original false allegation to his fiance publicly. His fans, based on the type of comedy he does, don't care that he cheated on his fiance. They don't care at all. They want him to have sex with other women probably too. They feel bad now that he's not going to have as much fun on the road, which he insinuated was like he was a coping mechanism of sleeping with this women. He'd send like 50 text messages to girls. Yes, I'd like to have sex with you. Yes, I'd like to have sex with you. Yes, I'd like to have sex with you. And then like he's like, I was out of control. Maybe. I don't know. You don't drink. It would be funny at the end. He says like, I've decided to start drinking to balance the addiction so that like there's less sex and more, socializing with friends and just having a merry time. It's probably what it is. It's like he didn't drink, he needed something. It's very funny, the guy who doesn't drink because he doesn't, want to become an addict. He's afraid of that. Something runs in his family, he's got afraid of it, didn't want that to become something. And he picks up something without even realizing it is an addiction, allegedly. I'm not even sure if that's the case. He's just, I don't know, he's insecure. Because like the real addiction, the precursor, he insinuates is insecurity. That he used sex to, offset that. Anorexia is a symptom of a disease. Like your parents getting divorced and like you want to control something so everything's falling apart in your life. So you take the idea of food and you can control that, which controls your weight and gives you kind of a symbolic sense of control when everything else is out of control. So the underlying issue is derivative. And I feel bad because like I'm a big fan of his and I don't want him, I don't know. He doesn't deserve this kind of ridicule, in my opinion. I don't know. This is how I feel about it. Yeah, that's about it. Tell me your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. All right, bye.